Hey everyone, how you living? Hope you're alive and living in color. God is good to you, as so far He's been good to me, because you are watching EML77 TV, episode 354, hosted by Eric Lima. It is me. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on up there? What's going on? Hope you're having a great, wonderful Friday. It's Friday the 13th. If you see a crazy guy in a hockey mask, kick him in the nuts, take his machete, never mind. Just slap the... If it's your kid, ground him, okay? You know what I'm saying? If it's someone else, slap him upside his head so you just made a list, okay? That's all I'm going to say, okay? And call him a stupid idiot, and then drink a little bit of the bubbly. Speaking of wrestling, big news on wrestling. Before we get into the main course of the, as you know, today, this Sunday, I should say, is the Clash of Champions. It'll be my PTW wrestling predictions. That's right. It'll be coming at you in just a few moments. Some big news coming out of wrestling. October's going to be a big month for wrestling. People moving all over the place. Here's the deal. As you know, this coming Wednesday, NXT is coming to the USA Network. But because the Suits is not over yet, I think there's only two episodes left of Suits, they're going to air 1 hour for the USA Network, to make room for Suits, and then the second half of NXT, second hour, will be on the WWE Network. Only for the first 2 weeks that it's going to be on the USA Network. So don't fret. You can get mad at the USA executives and say, hey, because they want to get a head start on AEW, and I think Vince McMahon, thinks irrationally sometimes. If you ask me, I mean, that was an irrational thought. He said, why don't you wait till October like everybody else has? I mean, we'll lose ratings. Okay, fine, whatever. If that's what Vince wants, that's what Vince wants. But he's got to realize, it's the network's final decision to make, man. You know what I'm saying? But starting October, they'll have the 2 hours on the USA Network. Speaking of October, speaking of AEW, the first ever AEW show will be on TNT October 2nd. Yeah, October 2nd. So, and then SmackDown Live is moving to Fridays on Fox 2 days afterwards, so that's crazy. And get this, Anthem, who owns Impact Wrestling, also acquired Access TV, a channel that I actually have, and we'll be moving the show to October. I don't know which day it's going to fall on, but I'll tell you what. You got, let's see, there's a couple of days open. You got Monday Night Raw, this is what starts in October. Monday Night Raw, you got AEW and NXT on Wednesdays. You got SmackDown Live on SmackDown on Fridays. So, and Saturdays you got, here's an Access TV already has New Japan and Women of Wrestling, the WoW superheroes. And get this, not only Impact's coming to Access TV in October, they may end up buying out Ring of Honor. That's going to be huge. If that's the case, Vince the WWE better step up their game. I'm telling you, it's going to be. I'm a big fan of the WWE. I love the WWE. I don't mind watching these other wrestling organizations. It makes me full of dream matches, see what's going to go on. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in October. So, October is going to be a big month for wrestling. They should call it National Wrestling Month because everybody's going crazy on these shows. Unbelievable. All right? So, speaking of going crazy, as you know, this Sunday, Clash of Champions, and I've added an extra match. Even though it's not part of Clash of Champions, it was supposed to be, but somehow they want to bring in ratings for this one. The Raw, Monday Night Raw, the Raw after Clash of Champions, the King of the Ring finals will be there. And I will make my picks and predictions on that. This time, the PTW Wrestling Predictions episode of TPM. EML77 TV, episode 354, blah, going crazy. It's Friday the 13th. Craziness happens. Okay? And I'm craziness. Okay? So here we go. Ready? Ready? I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but I'm freaking ready. Ready, Freddy? There you go. All right, here's the deal. Now, like I said, the Raw King of the Ring finals, the King of the Ring finals, they'll be on Raw. Baron Corbin going one-on-one with Chad Gable. There'll be more on that situation, how that came to be. So the Clash of Champions, let's go run down the card one time to tell you all the matches, even though my handwriting kind of sucks, but I can read my own handwriting. So here we go. The WWE World Heavyweight title on the line. Kofi Kingston will defend the gold against Randy Orton, the Viper. Heck of a matchup that's going to be, 10 years in the making. The Universal Heavyweight title on the line as tag team partners and champions. Seth Rollins will defend against Braun Strowman, but before that, they have to defend the Raw Tag Team Championships against the team of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. I think Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler will be a heck of a team. Veterans, they got big egos. Yeah, I think that those two coming together is an awesome team. I call them the new version of I call them the new Can-Am connection. As far as I'm concerned, I know Robert Roode is from Canada and Dolph Ziggler, the new Can-Am connection. You know? The Intercontinental title will be on the line as Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the first Japanese WWE superstar to capture the WWE Intercontinental title, will defend it against The Miz, who will be seeking his record-tying 9th Intercontinental title victory. But Nakamura is going to have Sami Zayn in his corner. Hopefully Sami Zayn can keep his mouth shut and not have The Undertaker come out like this happened Tuesday night and choke slamming his rear end. I told you, Sammy, I warned you in a tweet, Sammy, that was going to happen. And guess what? You didn't heed my warning? That's what you get. You know? That's what you get. Next time, listen to me. I know The Undertaker. Don't know him personally, but I know what he's all about. You interrupt him, he gets you. No questions asked. All right? United States on the line. AJ Styles will defend the title against Cedric Alexander, which is an opportunity in a lifetime for him. I wish him the best of luck there. I mentioned the Raw Tag Team title situation already. The SmackDown Live Tag Team titles on the line as the New Day, that's the team of Xavier Woods and Big E, as their New Day brother Kofi Kingston will defend his world title that night. Will defend the tag titles against the Revival. The Revival's got a chance to be another team to win both Raw and the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. The Raw Women's title on the line, both two women's title matches all involve the 4 horsewomen. Get this, the Raw Women's Championship on the line, Becky Lynch will defend it against the recently returned boss, Sasha Banks, with a whole new attitude. And another woman with a whole new attitude, SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley will defend the title against Charlotte Flair. And the Women's Tag Team title will be on the line as Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, the Women's Tag Team Champions, I call Team Bliss Cross, will defend the titles against Fire and Desire. Fire is Sonya Deville, Desire, Mandy Rose, the Golden Goddess. The Cruiserweight title will be on the line in a triple threat match. Drew Gulak will defend it against Humberto Carrillo and Lince Dorado of the Lucha House Party. And the 24/7 title, obviously, is going to be on the line because all the titles is going to be on the line. R-Truth versus whomever. It's going to be probably a circus, cavalcade full of superstars running around trying to find out who's going to challenge who. That would be really funny. And the only match on the card that doesn't have a title on the line, Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan in a no disqualification match. I'm really excited about that. And then you have the Raw and Monday Night Raw after Clash of Champions, the King of the Ring finals, Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. So let's go over, and I'm going to change positions here so I can write down, and here we go. Am I looking? Hey, hello. So here we go. The WWE World Heavyweight title on the line. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. This is a tough call to make because both competitors are very, very hungry for the title. You know, be very interested to lead to SmackDown Live. You know, Fox, they probably want Brock Lesnar to be champion. There's rumors that Brock Lesnar will go SmackDown. There's a lot of rumors going around, and about Lesnar going to SmackDown when it debuts on Fox and becomes the world champion, something like that. But right now, let's worry about Clash of Champions. I'm picking Kofi Kingston to retain his title. You know, that'd be really cool. All right, Universal Championship match. This is a tough call to make. I like Seth Rollins. He's a really cool dude. He's been working very, very hard. And he's been making the media rounds and all that. And he just recently found out that he has a brother and sister via the DNA. So, and it's really, really cool. So, I think it's a cool moment, and I think Rollins could take some time off to get to know his new brother and sister. If that's the case, I would pick Braun Strowman to be the new champion. So Strowman could be the new Universal Champion. I like to see Strowman's due for a singles title run instead of being the tag team champions. All right, it all depends on what happens. All right, the Intercontinental title on the line. I like both Shinsuke and Miz. All right, and I started to respect the Miz. He says he wants to bring prestige back to the Intercontinental title. Gotta respect that. But Sami Zayn's gonna weasel his way in somehow to help Nakamura win. So I'm picking Shinsuke to retain the title. So Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. I got a hunch that Gallows and Anderson will not be far behind. I'm picking Styles to retain the title as a result of that, because I think Gallows and Anderson is going to help out AJ Styles. I'm hoping Alexander finds a way to defeat AJ Styles, but in my personal opinion, I personally believe that. But I think because of the situation, because of Gallows and Anderson, I believe Styles will retain the title. Okay, the Raw Tag Team titles. I sense now, because this is going to happen before the Universal Heavyweight Championship. And you know what I'm thinking? I'll tell you what I'm thinking, folks. It might be a fallout between Rollins and Strowman here. So the new Can-Am connection, I call Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, going to win the tag team championships. All right, New Day and Revival. Now, the New Day has not been on TV for quite a while. I think it's because they had so many injuries and all that. I don't know if the injuries that the Revival and Randy Orton put on them will catch up to them. If that's the case, I see the Revival walking out. The new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. Now, the Women's Championships, I'll tell you what. This is going to be, seriously, there's going to be some serious stuff happening here. I would not be surprised. Okay, let's say the Bayley Flair happened first. All right. Sasha Banks gets involved, helps Bayley win. All right. Or, in this case, if Lynch defends against Banks, Bayley helps Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks will become the new women's champion. Okay. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair will go for a record 10th women's title. But Sasha Banks will get involved. I think that he's going to see the Boss and no longer Hugging connection, probably the Slug connection or the Thug connection. Banks and Bayley will retain her title, as Banks will be the new SmackDown, new Raw Women's Champion. The Women's Tag Team titles. The team of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Bliss Cross versus Fire and Desire. I think it's going to be a fallout between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, resulting in Fire and Desire winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. And get out of here. You big doofus. There's a little moth flying around here. Unbelievable. All right. This is going to be an interesting situation. Drew Gulak versus Roberto Carrillo versus Lince Dorado. This is a tough call to make because all three are good. Who do I like in this one? I think Humberto Carrillo and Body Glass. So Humberto Carrillo will be the new Cruiserweight champion. I think Humberto's got a huge upside, unless his cousin Angel Garza gets involved. I know Angel Garza, Isaiah Scott, everybody. So, but they're also, the rumor has it, if that's the case, they're probably going to merge with NXT, which is the 205 Live crew. This will be a very interesting tidbit now with NXT moving to the USA Network and put more of the cruiserweights in there. We've seen Kushida recently made his debut on 205 Live. Isaiah Scott, Angel Garza. So this is an opportunity. Now, 24/7 title, anybody. Could be anybody. Probably, now, you've been taking to NXT superstars. Like, Cassius Ohno is going to be there, according to the watch-along. For the R-Truth, I'm hoping R-Truth retains. I don't know for sure. All right. Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan. I smell a huge setup. I think it's going to be like Stone Cold and Triple H. You know what I mean? Think about it. Stone Cold knew that Rikishi ran over him with a car. But little did Stone Cold know he was paid off by somebody to do it, and that somebody was Triple H. I wonder if Daniel Bryan is taking this from Triple H's playbook, making Roman Reigns believe that Eric Rowan ran over the car, which is true. But he probably does not know that it was on order. And Daniel Bryan acting like the good guy. Oh my gosh, I don't like liars. I think because of Daniel Bryan setting everything up and confessing that he ran over Roman Reigns, Rowan's going to win the match. surprisingly. Because I think Daniel Bryan is going to turn on Roman Reigns. Because he'll act like he'll help in Roman Reigns, and then he'll turn on him, giving Roman the victory. So, all right, Raw King of the Ring Finals, Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. Now, here's the situation. Corbin had to beat Ricochet and Samoa Joe to make it to the tournament final in a triple threat. Chad Gable, now, Elias was supposed to face Gable, but Elias suffered an ankle injury, withdrawing to the tournament. So Shane McMahon named himself as Elias' replacement and named Kevin Owens the special guest referee of the match. Now you smell a rag. It's like, you know, and Kevin Owens knows it too. So he decided to call it down the middle. You know, Chad Gable scooped up Shane McMahon and rolled him up, and Kevin Owens made a 3 count. And then all of a sudden Shane McMahon goes, no. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls. That's just fine. And Chad Gable was wrestling. He was going pretty good until Shane McMahon made a mistake. Chad Gable trapped on the ankle lock. Kevin Owens was like, come on, are you gonna? And then when Shane McMahon tapped out, the bell rang. So, and then Gable now advances to the King of the Ring Finals. But here's the thing. Kevin Owens tried to reason him and says, hey, man, you lost. You tapped out. I'm sorry. I called it down the line like you asked. And then Shane McMahon attacks from behind and fires Kevin Owens. So what's the situation now? We heard rumors that he may go to NXT to help out with the star power for NXT going to the USA Network. So this is where we're at right now. But I believe that Shane McMahon's not done. You know, he's going to get revenge on Gable. He's going to cause Gable the match. And your King of the Ring will be, spell his name wrong, Baron Corbin. So, there you go. So, my Clash of Champions picks, PTW Wrestling predictions. Here we go. It will be Kingston over Orton, Strowman over Rollins, Nakamura over Miz, Styles over Alexander, Rude and Ziggler over Rollins and Strowman, Revival over New Day, Banks over Lynch, Bayley over Flair, Fire Desire over Bliss and Cross, Carrillo over Dorado and Gulak, R-Truth will retain, Rowan over Reigns, and Corbin over Gable for King of the Ring. Even though that's not part of the card, but it's the Monday Night Raw after King of the Ring. So, that's it. If you want to copy down, if you have the same picks, you know, you can write down the matches, copy them down. If you have the same picks I do, you can copy off mine. If not, you tell me who is going to win these matches. I'm just making my picks because I probably know what's going to happen in the matches. You never know. You're never, ever going to know. Okay? So, there we go. Those were my picks to win. Alrighty then. Well, that's all the time we have on the show. God's blessings, life, light, and love to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Pay attention. You might learn something. And remember, kids, remember this. We cannot change our past. But if we can change our current situations, we can work for a better future. All right. Episode 354. PTW Wrestling Predictions 4. Clash of Champions this Sunday on the WWE Network starting at 7. Please, if you have the network, watch it. If you don't, well, what can you do? So, I am hoping that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I am hoping that you guys have an awesome evening. And don't let Friday the 13th spook you out. Just have fun today. All right? So, I'll be seeing you guys later. See you in episode 355. What I'm going to talk about then? Who knows? I'll play a video game. Oh, by the way, I've got the new Press Your Luck Expert Edition for 2019. The 2019 edition of the Revival of Press Your Luck that was on ABC. I'm sure you're going to see me play a little bit of that as well. I'm really excited. I'll try to play more Flash game shows and all that good stuff. And I better get an episode and get these done, man, because if I don't, I'm going to get those hands from you viewers out there. I know you guys like this stuff because yesterday was National Video Games Day, and I want to honor that as well. And we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.